Juwan Abby here from Abby Energy 22. Today we're going to talk about adrenal burnout and why so many of us suffer from low energy, especially when 3 p.m. hits and you're just like, your cell phone, your battery's just like, So one of the reasons is today more than ever, we're living in one of the most toxic times. And our food is really minerally depleted. Minerals are kind of like your cell phone chargers. They charge up every cell in your body. And when you lack these minerals, then no matter what, you don't have the energy. And if you don't have energy, not the fake energy from caffeine or Red Bull or sugar, but like real energy, your body loses its ability to lose weight, have beautiful hair, to calm down, to deal with stress. You just kind of are like this cell phone that is always operating on 1 or 2 bars. And when those bars go out, you're like literally, you become a different person and you instinctively know that something is off. So, story of my life, you go to the doctor's office, you do your blood work, and they're like, it's all in your head. And you're like, yo, I'm tired. How is this all in my head? And then they try to give you some drugs or push some drugs. And sadly, the drugs aren't helping get down to the root cause. And the root cause is just a body that is overburdened, a liver that is just clogged. The liver's clogged, the gut gets clogged, then that causes brain fog, and it's this whole little trifecta, okay? So minerals, calcium, zinc, magnesium, selenium, iodine, iron, potassium off the top of my head, sodium. These are so important. They like charge up your cells, okay? And yes, if you're eating well, we're supposed to get it from our food. The problem is our food is highly depleted. And some of the reasons is the soil's depleted, right? They keep these massive farms and they keep using the same soil and they spray them with so many chemicals that the soil is now lacking in crucial minerals. I once heard an apple today, you'd have to, an apple in the 1950s is like 100 apples today. You'd have to eat 100 apples to get the nutrition that one apple in the 1950s had. And if you go back and look at actresses from the 1950s and 60s, they all had beautiful bone structure. Again, nutrients, you need nutrients to grow properly. You need nutrients for proper posture, not just energy, but also beautiful hair and all that. And so if you looked in the 50s before they had all this tons of plastic surgery, they really didn't. Like they would have maybe nose jobs, but not the amount of these fillers. They just had beautiful bone structure because again, they were getting so many nutrients that today we're sadly lacking. And you can see this trend, okay? Because let's take it back and let's start thinking. In the 1970s, 80s, 1990, okay? People would have 1 cup of coffee in the day. They were good. They were good. We still had nutrients, okay? Because we're breaking it down. But in the 70s, that's when this whole lifestyle started happening. The microwavable dinners, no nutrients. Low-fat diets, which fats are so good. The healthy types of fats are needed for optimal hormone production. But you take out the fats and then you're left with sugar and carbs. But then the office lifestyle came into play. You're sitting at your desk for hours on end, and you saw a trend like in the 90s when Starbucks came. It was like coffee, sugar, energy drinks. Because people were starting to break down their adrenal glands that put out the hormones for you to sustain yourself throughout the day. They were having what is called adrenal burnout, okay? And so now there's literally, you drive around, there is a coffee shop on every corner, sometimes 2, because society is breaking down. So it's not normal to drink that much coffee. You're getting a fake 1 battery. You might get a tiny bit of false energy, but over time, you're depleting yourself even more, okay? It's like putting a Band-Aid over a gushing wound that needs stitches and just pretending like, hey, it's okay. So if you watch the commercials, so many drugs, are you feeling out of, try, fuck them all, this will help you. You know, it's keep pushing you to just go, go, go. But over time, you're breaking down. America does sadly have some of the highest disease rates. And part of it is you don't have those nutrients, those minerals to help charge up your body. When your body has energy, it can fight more for you. Your body will always do what it can to be in a balanced state. The problem is it's just so overburdened today. On top of all the chemicals, we have stronger Wi-Fi, okay? And even though you can't see this Wi-Fi, it's still there. It is still there, and it's constantly going like this on your nervous system. So on top of all the chemicals your body has to fight off, it now has to also fight off this and stay in balance. So it's just overburdened. So what can you do to help your body? Well, sleep. Number 1 is sleep. You gotta try sleeping more. And if you're having problems falling asleep, then try blue blocking glasses, okay? Try dimming the lights more, okay? I will do another YouTube video on the effects of sleep, but it's so important. More water, spring water, the right type of water. More vegetables, y'all. If you just eat, like and if you watch my video on Instagram, it's so easy. Literally, I choose some veggies for the day. I chop them up, steam them. And if you eat your plate like this with some good old steak or whatever protein, if you don't eat protein because you're vegetarian or vegan, try to have beans. You're not going to be wanting that other crap, okay? Food that is packaged is not real food. It is not fueling your body. It is putting more stress on your liver, your kidneys, your gut, okay? Start thinking about food that is real and you just have to make and season it yourself. And then above all, minerals, minerals, minerals. These have all the micro minerals, the macro minerals, all the minerals. So it's pretty nasty because it's like battery acid. That's what it tastes like, but it charges you up. So I like to mix it with a little aloe, some ginger juice. And then if you really want to learn more, I do consultations, and I also offer a Zoom class. It's $30. It's not that much. And there you do have to sign a disclaimer. I teach how to open up your own detox pathways. And it's a place where people meet once a week and they start talking about their progress. You know, there are such things as your emotional baggage too. And these cause emotional blockages. I have another video on that. Please feel free to watch. But start thinking as food as, will this give me energy? And if it's a no, try not to eat it. Okay? I know it's sometimes easier said than done, but every time you do say yes to something good, be easy on yourself and give yourself a big old hug. It's not that, sometimes implementing new lifestyles it's harder, but if that's the case, maybe do a frequency shift your energy, your blueprint, and that way it's easier to get into that mind frame of taking care of yourself. Remember, you and only you have the power to change your life. Your body is clay and you are the clay master. I look younger today in my late 30s than I did in my 20s. because I have more nutrients. And the more nutrients you have, the better energy you have, the more you glow, and it's a real glow, the more you're just vibrant, right? Because your light is here. We are electric beings. So I hope this resonates with you. Leave in the comments what other content you would like from me. And remember, God bless, and you are loved.